morning, good morning. There are some noises. I want to familiarise you with the noises you can hear on Ruby Rose. There's the laughter of the Admiral. The other thing you can hear is our tap running.
Our bloody laptop going.
Okay, why is the tap running? And what are we up to? Well, for those of you who watched previous episodes about the contamination in our water tank, we're like, okay, we'll fix the issue, but how did it happen? And actually, we had a lot of people saying this is possibly how it happened, and it kind of dawned on us that probably when the boat left the factory, before it was delivered, all the guys at Seawind washed the boat down. And unfortunately, it would appear that the Y valve, we have a Y valve that has a two-way, we have a Y valve.
It's just a valve.
Just a valve. And basically it's for the rain catchment system. So if you have it one way, the rain catchment goes over the side. If you have it the other way, the water goes into the tank. And very probably as a very simple oversight, the rain catchment system was diverted into the tank. So anything washed off the hard top went into the water tank. Because we couldn't figure out how something like how so much shit could get into our tank. So yeah, so that's more than likely what the problem was. Now, the reason we're running a bloody tank is because the Y valve was left open again and they washed the boat. And so we don't actually need, we don't really need the coffee machine to froth our cappuccinos. And every time I burp, bubbles come out. So we realised also we don't need to use washing up liquid to wash the dishes because it just self foams.
We don't need soap when we have a shower.
Exactly. Honestly, I smell like boat wash actually. So literally what I'm doing, I'm purging our water tank. I'm literally just running it out and filling it up again until it stops bubbling.
I'm Terysa, this is Nick, and this is Ruby Rose 2, our floating home. Join us as we explore the Mediterranean on our brand new catamaran, documenting our adventures and never shying away from the reality of boat life. If you want early access and ad-free videos, plus loads of other benefits, please consider joining our Patreon community. And for additional lifestyle and technical content, including exclusive podcasts, sign up to our Substack newsletter. Otherwise, please consider subscribing to our channel and leave a comment because we love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Today we're going to head down the coast to an anchor near to where the clearance port is to check out of Turkey. Tomorrow morning we will head over to Greece, 5 miles. We're literally going to the nearest 2 jump points. So anyway, we've done our provisioning. As we know 2 or 3 words in Turkish, which are now thank me please, and I can say the number 3. But something that basically means when we go shopping, we point at stuff and say 1, 2, or 3. And we ordered this, which just looked like a massive, kind of strangely shaped croissant. Actually, it wasn't a strangely shaped croissant. It was a pastry, like a savoury pastry filled with like spicy lamb and vegetables. It was just stunningly delicious. So just before we drop our lines, we have some fresh cherry juice, a stuffed lamb pastry, and then we'll get the shore power off. We've already got fuel, we've got water, and then we'll get out of here.
Madam, can you help me?
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
First step, yellow ball, take that. Pay the captain. Both sides loose.
Okay. He wants me to let you know that our port side is loose, ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Port side off. Starboard is off.
Terysa?
Yep.
The line is on hang on. Okay. The line is catching
Hang on, stop, Nick.
a bracket or something like in front of the window.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, well done, Alan. We've already seen that. Okay.
Yeah, just trace top sides of the boat next door.
We're like 2 meters away. That was drama free. We were all planning to leave just ourselves. We had Alan and Pia, our new friends, helping us drop our lines. But Alan said, no, you have to let the marina know and they'll send over the rib, the tender, with the marineros and they'll assist, which they apparently like to do, which was great. They were very helpful. So we're off. And we have about 40 miles to do today. You know what? This is the first time I've actually had a chance to enjoy this view from kind of sea of Yeni Foça, because when we were coming in, I was so stressed about tying up and also preoccupied with like the task ahead that I didn't get a chance to just soak it in. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And then we'll talk about our passage plan for today.
So you live in the dream,
So we're off. It's fenders away, lines off, lots of helping from the start. Friendly waves goodbye. Honestly, these people are so friendly. I'm surprised that the guys that gave us our dock lines back didn't also give us like a departing gift. They are just the nicest people. We're back at sea after just shy of 10 days getting the boat ready, clean, polished, the damage from the shipping addressed, and then off.
All right, just putting the main up. We've got 2 reefs in, so I'm here making sure the second reefing line runs freely, and Nick's on the other side.
Ready?
I'm ready. Yeah, just keep an eye on the top of the lift.
I'm just going to get it like 5 degrees too.
Okay. Just beware of the topping lift, Nick.
I've got it at 5 degrees,
Yeah.
so it should be flat.
Okay. That's the second reefing line. Yeah, it's running. I think that was me. There we go. Okay, we're up.
What's wrong?
We're up.
Where are we going?
I'll put the course in. The foot still is caught on like the reefing line. Did you want to just leave it? You can see it more clearly from starboard.
Yeah, orange line needs to be pulled through.
Yeah. Okay, main's up. Let's get us on course. All right, pop the jib out and then we'll be on our way. Alrighty, we're on our way. I mean, actually, I think it might be screecher weather, but I've put the jib out now. Okay, Traveller is not in the right position, so let's change that. I think I've spoken about this before, but on a monohull, the Traveller is not as important, doesn't play such a big role as on a catamaran, because we've got such a big coach roof and the Traveller is so big. It really means that you can change the shape of your mainsail significantly just by using the Traveller. I'm out of breath. Whereas on Ruby Rose, we had a Traveller that was only maybe like 1 metre wide, and this thing's like at least 2 metres wide. So point being is I'm still learning how best to use the Traveller to create mainsail shape, and it's something that I'm very much a beginner at and I don't really understand. I like to think that I kind of get it half right, but maybe you guys can tell me. So our wind angle is 57 degrees apparent. We've got 17 knots of apparent wind, and I brought our Traveller, so our wind angle is 56 degrees to starboard. We're on a starboard tack, and I brought our Traveller to the middle. It was over to starboard and I brought it to the middle, and to me that feels right, like instinctively, but I'm not actually 100% sure. Our telltales are flying, our main sheet's still quite tight, so yeah, I guess now is the moment where I tinker and I see whether that impacts our speed at all. I feel like maybe I could play with the main sheet a little bit because it's very tight. Okay, so there's a bit more twist in the main. What do you reckon? I'll keep playing with it, but it looks good to me.
Full jib, full main. We have 13.5 knots apparent wind. Coming in at 78 degrees, boat speed 7 knots. Super comfortable, totally clean bottom, totally serviced props. Thank you, Mithat, for getting that done. You okay, Terysa? What's up? Rig tuned, another point, really important. We had the rig tunes, we had everything done on the boat, and actually she just feels far more stable. Thank you to all of those actually on the internet that were talking about the slack in our shrouds. We talked to the guy from Uman Sail, and he's got some super cool rigging checks. You probably saw it on one of the last videos. Totally safe. And that was our first catamaran, but actually now that like in 12 knots, there's not a lot of slack, but it sounds less clangy, doesn't it? What do you say?
I agree.
You're cold, aren't you?
I am cold. There's a chill. There's definitely a chill.
Sails look great, boat handling great. Yeah. Settle down for a nice cup of tea, I think.
Sailing along the Turkish coast. I mean, how good is this? This was great. I'm enjoying it while we can because these conditions I think are going to be quite rare here in the Med. We're on a beam breach. We've got about 15 knots on the beam. Perfect sailing conditions. Generally speaking, we're either going to be downwind, which is fine, or feeding into it, because our course this year or this season is going to essentially be going north-south, and at the moment we just happen to be doing a little bit of which direction we're going in? We're going west, enjoying the northerlies while they're actually on the beam for once. Nick is making a cup of tea, so I think. How are you enjoying the sail?
You know what? It's relaxing. The boat's comfortable. You know, we've got
We could put the screecher up if we wanted to get another knot or knot and a half.
2 on this wind, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the reason that I actually manually grind the winch is that normally we furl the code 0 at the end of the day, but after doing this for a while, we also have to furl the screecher when the wind gets up. And that means we have to put the continuous furling line on a power winch. So we deploy the screecher when it's light winds, and it just needs a little bit of a grind. It only needs to be done when you're sailing, when you're on port, on starboard, so when you're on starboard tack. So yeah, on a starboard tack with the screecher, I hand grind it.
Just behind me here is the island that we're spending the night, and just behind me here is Greece, where we're going hopefully tomorrow to clear into Greece. Discuss that whole situation at another time. We're about 5 miles away from this island. We need to go around, we're approaching it from the north, we need to go around to the south side. There's 3 beautiful looking bays. They look very comfortable, great anchorages. We are going to pick one and anchor up, and hopefully everything will be okay. I was told when I was discussing this sail plan with Kavanch, who's the manager of Seawind Europe, and I said, you know, this is where we're going to anchor, and he said, oh, that's fine, but just be aware that it's like a secondary military port or zone in Turkey. And he said he'd been there many times, lots of non-Turkish boats that anchor there, but he said that technically speaking, foreign registered boats aren't supposed to be there, and we might get moved on. So he just said, look, go for it, anchor up, you'll probably be fine. But just as an FYI, if you get asked to move on because you aren't flying a Turkish flag, as in you're not a Turkish registered boat, then you know, it's legit.
See the little fishing nuts?
Yes, I saw it.
So we're almost at our anchorage.
We are actually, yes. And
Where are we going?
okay, so there's these 3 bays.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure where to go yet. I think maybe this one, but it's a bit smaller than this
Go to
one.
the middle one.
So, well, this is like the party one, so there might be some party boats in there. So I think we go through here and we aim for there, and then if we'll be able to see both bays from that point. I just got wind noise, Nick. Say that again.
I'm just going to put the bridle on you.
Just put out a little bit more chain because it's still a bit tight. Oof. Okay, quite breezy. Anchor's holding, boat's looking good, anchorage is looking very comfortable and well protected. This is our home for the night. Yeah, I'm pleased. We are right near Chesme. We're only about, I think, maybe 8 miles away, maybe a bit less. So that's where we're going tomorrow morning, and then we're going to check out of Turkey. But we'll be going to Greece, which is very exciting.
Why? What?
Because there's a goat over there that's just standing on the ledge, bleating, and there's like 3 or 4 goats over there bleating back, and I think that he's lost them. Look, he's walking away trying to find them.
You can see them.
I know, but he's so far away, he has to go all the way around.
He's a goat.
I just think that he's sad that he's been separated.
Maybe he got thrown out for being an argumentative goat.
He's been sent to the naughty corner.
Exactly. It's the naughty corner for goats. He's asked if he can come back, and the other guy's going, meh. No, not till you stop shitting in the bloody food trough.
And you want courgette or aubergine?
Aubergine, because one of them is looking like it needs to be eaten.
I've been for a while.
Thanks for watching this week's episode, everyone. I hope you enjoyed actually a really nice sail down the Turkish coast. We haven't actually had any sailing, proper sailing since we got here, but that was a really good sail today.
Yeah, 8 knots.
Yeah.
8 knots. Back
Beam,
to the beam.
yeah, beam.
Downwinds.
Yeah.
They're ready to go. We're already back to downwind sailing, which is an absolute bloody joy to me. Anyway, Therese, do you want to roll credits?
Okay. Well, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and if you enjoy these kinds of videos, then there's plenty more in your future, so please consider subscribing to our channel. We really appreciate it when you guys click that subscribe button. And you okay over there?
A little bit of peanut ketchup up.
You can't just control yourself for like
I can't.
10 seconds.
You know when you open a bottle of pop and the stuff comes out? Well, the beer just pushed a bit of peanut back up.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, we'll see you next week. Yeah, can't finish this episode quickly enough now.
Good night.
On that note, see ya.